Last time, Total Party Guild.
What do you think we should do?
To be perfectly honest, I don't understand half the words that man's been saying to me.
Yes, I'm really hoping Bucko's actually means money of some kind.
You got me, but I no idea.
Yeah, I was kind of distracted by the suit with like a chain on it. Why would you put a one chain on a suit? That's not like protection.
It's usually to hold in like a pocket watch or something.
So it doesn't escape?
Welcome, heroes. My name is Jeremy Blackheart, and I'll be DMing this story arc of Total Party Guild, a weekly retrowave-inspired modular live play 5th edition D&D podcast. This week, the guild will be hiring
Vanessa Otero playing Jewel Von Onyx, human bard.
Justin Lamb playing Stennel Bjornsson, the halfling barbarian.
Sean Rowe playing Singer, the tiefling cleric.
and our special guest returns.
Matthew playing the gnome artificer, Dimble Pilwicken.
When last we left our heroes, they finally made their way into Prominence Theater to see what all the hubbub was about. One of the showrunners sought out Jewel in the crowd, just happening to see her pass by. They were led into Prominence to take on some guard duty and investigation because there have been some odd happenings throughout the Bardic College and Prominence Theater itself. They met Dimble, another guild member from the Beholders of Banthum, who was one of the only ones left to be hired for this duty. And they started working together to investigate and post up in the back of the theater. What will they find? We zoom in our heroes posted up backstage as Allure starts walking towards the stage to start her show with Power Chord.
I give just like a, well, fuck, and start poking around and see if I can find any bags that might have her red pumps in them. I know I said I wasn't going to, but I'm going to do it anyway.
Okay, so where do you go? Going south, if you're looking, the first door on your right is the bathroom area. The center door is a room that she just came out of. And then the far one is closed. On the left side is kind of the mass female changing area where there's costumes and mirrors and makeup stations set up.
Okay, I'll just go down the row, I guess. I will give like a quick, quiet knock to the bathroom door and then look in and see if there's like a bag that might have been misplaced in there.
It's empty. There's a towel on the floor.
Huh. Okay, I'm going to put the towel back on the rack. Because that's just... Okay. And then I will go to... I would assume it wasn't in her room, but I will look in her room because I know how divas can be.
So there are 7 alligator skin luggage cases of varying sizes that are stacked in a corner, disheveled, and their contents are exploded outwards into the room.
Okay.
There is a large charcuterie board in the center of the room on like a coffee table, stacked high with meats, cheeses, and fruits. The makeup station is just a sty. It's stacked high with tons of different products. And there's powder on the mirror, and it looks like somebody was having a very bad day.
Okay. But I don't see red boots in here or red pumps in here.
No, all the bags are opened and just thrown everywhere.
Huh. I'm going to take like a grape off of the charcuterie board, pop it in my mouth.
And it's delicious.
That is your grape.
And then I'll go to the last room on the right.
It's not closed all the way. But the door creaks open and it's dark inside.
Okay. Are there lights or candles or anything in here that I can?
Yeah, there's a candle to the left that is not lit.
Okay. Looking at, I don't have anything magic that lights candles, so I'll just light it with like a match or something, I guess.
Yeah, sure. So you grab the candle, and it looks pretty similar to the room Allure was in. It's just not messy. It's pretty clean. There's a little bit of dust, but not much. Right next to the makeup station is a small alligator piece of luggage.
Huh. Okay, there's nobody in here.
No, it's dark.
I will go look at the alligator bag. Does it look like it matches the alligator bags that were in the other room?
100%.
Okay, I'll put it up on the makeup station and open it.
When you open it, the first thing you see is a bouquet of these.
Huh.
You recognize
they
them immediately. They're a little bit wilty, but they still give off a faint glow. It's called Siren's Breath, and they're really common in the gardens near the Mirage College in Perth.
What do they look like?
They look like violet glowing lilies with kind of like a hot pink center.
Fades out to maybe blues and purples.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, are they... Why would she have flowers in her bag?
It's a bouquet neatly wrapped, and it has a tiny little note tucked in. And underneath it, there's a dozen different shoes, and there's 3 different red ones.
Okay. Is the note sealed, or is it something that I could look at and
It's
put back?
it's just a rolled piece of paper that's tied in with the flowers.
I don't know if I would want to risk it not looking. I don't want it to look like I looked at it. So,
Well, it's not sealed. It's just like rolled paper.
okay. I'll pop it out and take a quick look at it because I'm Snoopy, I guess.
There are 4 lines. It says, "I spy, drowning in renown, a devilish grin with a flowery crown." And then it has a picture of a crudely drawn broken heart.
Huh. Kinky? Did you throw a puzzle at Vanessa because Vanessa does not do puzzles?
Stennel is not there to be of no assistance. He's monkeying through the rafters, I'm sure.
So these
I'll wrap it back up. Go ahead.
these flowers pretty much only grow in Perth,
Okay.
and they look kind of fresh.
I will roll it back up and put it back in the twine or whatever it was rolled up in.
Mhm.
And zip up the bag and bring it to her room for her. And then I will go back to my post and message Singer, I guess.
So, Stennel and Dimble, what are you guys doing right now?
Well, I'm navigating through some of the rafters, and I'm assuming there's some people working up there. Is that correct?
Yeah, there's a lot of people up there
I'm assuming
getting
the
ready to
show's...
do special effects.
Oh, fair enough. As the show started, or are they still setting up?
They're just about to start.
Okay. Well, then I am like just very nimbly, like sliding past people and like, climbing out over the edge to climb past people. I was like, oh, excuse me. Sorry. Excuse me. Yeah, you're doing a great job. And as I'm sort of quietly navigating these rafters, I'm also looking for anything that might be red shoes or a red bellows. I'm keeping an eye out because that lady seemed like she really needed them.
And then
Dimble's posted up in a more central location because it sounded like Jewel is going to take the girls' side. Singer's going to take the boys' side. Stennel was going up, so he's just going to stay in a more central location, keeping his eye out for anyone that looks like they don't belong, just like Jewel told him to.
Okay. So you're kind of center in that corridor.
Yeah, just kind of in a central location, trying to stay as out of the way as possible.
Mhm.
He's tiny, so it's probably not that difficult, but trying to keep his eyes open.
Okay. So what do you message?
Okay, so I'm just trying to think why I would think anything was really out of ordinary with having flowers in her bag. Like, I don't fucking know, you know? So I'll just say, okay, first off, I'm going to put the bag in her room with her, the rest of her stuff, because I don't know which one of the pairs of shoes she wants. And then I'll post up and say, oh, hey, found the shoes. Everything looking good over there?
Oh, good. I'm glad you found the shoes. Everything looks fine over here. Been staring at people's feet. Don't see anything out of the ordinary.
I don't know if he's 40 feet up and he's running around. I'm not sure if 120 foot range will reach Stennel.
I'm sure I'm navigating the lower rafters. I'm imagining I'm either 15 or 30 feet up, and I'm more or less centralized. You should be able to hit me.
Okay, so I'll just say, hey, I found her shoes, I guess. Is everything looking good up there? Anybody acting weird?
I'm gonna take a moment and I'm gonna squint and I'm gonna look at some of the people up here. Do I notice anyone doing anything suspicious?
Roll me a perception check.
Another one. 14.
14. I will say that while you don't see anyone suspicious, like outwardly, looking out kind of into the darkened crowd, you see some of the neon glow from people's outfits. And that's just kind of what stands out as you're looking around. Everything's like real dark because they're getting ready for their grand entrance. People are hustling and bustling around back. And when you look out into the crowd, what really catches your eye is the glow.
Is it from like a scattering of attendees? Like it's like kind of stars in the sky, or is it like all the attendees and it's just a wave, a sea of...
So for the second and third floor attendees, the richer people, all of their, well, I shouldn't say all, most of their seats have some type of glow to them. A lot of it in the chest area where it like lines, accent lines on their clothing. Down below, there's only one that has any glow to them in like the kind of general seating.
Do I notice anything different about the one that's just kind of standing out?
No, the one down below is just kind of near the back in the middle. It doesn't seem like anything's out of the ordinary.
Then I'll message back. I'm glad you found the shoes. I'll keep looking for any pumps. No problems here yet.
I'll think a minute and then message back, pumps are shoes. I was looking for her pumps. They are shoes. I found them.
And I will message back, huh?
I'm wondering how it would work, because it lasts for a minute and it takes a bonus action to switch between people, but using detect thoughts to kind of see if anybody is in the area thinking weird shit, like destructive shit. Because you can detect the surface thoughts of people.
Yeah, 30 feet.
And you, within 30 feet, and you can use it to see if somebody's around, right? Yeah, you can use this spell to detect the presence of thinking creatures you can't see.
Mm-hmm.
So, I'm just wondering if how that would work in a crowd or an area with a lot of people. I'm gonna try it. That's what's gonna happen.
Okay.
So I will quietly try to cast detect thoughts and just kind of try like a spiral around me and just kind of try to work out and see if I can reach the surface thoughts of anybody within 30 feet of me.
You can hit up to 10 people,
Yeah.
6 seconds of their thoughts each.
Yeah.
You hear, I can't believe she threw such a hissy fit over that. Oh, the sandbag's so heavy. Oh, is this makeup runny? I'm so sweaty. Ugh. Okay, you can do this. You can do this. It's your first time. You got this. Whew. Really, that's about the gist of it.
Why would there be fresh flowers from Perth? Would I find anything weird about the fact that there were basically fresh flowers that only grow in Perth?
Probably. It's a long ways away and they do terribly in cold climates. They pretty much only grow in a warm climate next to the sea.
But she's also like a diva. So, you know, you could have a writer that has like a request for weird random shit to be delivered to your room. And, you know, God knows that Jules had stupid requests for weird shit.
Normal circumstances, they wouldn't last longer than a day here.
So it
So
seems
they'd
like
have to be
the actions of an obsessive person.
Do
Yeah,
I
maybe.
see anything weird on my side? Specifically weird
as
shoes?
you're invisibly standing there.
Make a perception roll.
Make a creeper check.
11.
11. You see a guy kind of look around. He leans forward to look down the corridor, and then he leans back to look down the other corridor, and then he picks his nose real deep,
Ugh.
and he wipes it on one of the costumes.
I have my eyes
Ugh.
on him.
Oh,
Gross.
So there's really nothing suspicious going on.
Not at this time.
you're
Maybe
right
we have
there.
to
You can
look
catch
for
the
it.
booger bandit. Get him.
I'm not going to go after that man.
Thunderous guitar strum. The music starts. Lights flash and strobe. Fog rolls down from the top rafters, and just this like really powerful power ballad starts going. And a moment later, Allure starts belting out these like lovey, sappy, strong tunes to go with power chord rocking music.
Is she on the stage now or?
Yes,
Okay.
the music started.
Gonna have a real hard time focusing on other stuff.
Exist at a disadvantage. Will I feel the bass notes and the sounds through the metal of the rafters? Is everything going to be kind of shaking with the music?
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, I'm probably not going to be operating at full capacity either.
And for non-Jewel people, this is probably the best production that you've only heard Jewel Unplugged.
Yeah, we heard Jewel Unplugged. That's true. Banging on pots and pans.
And for Jewel, it's been a while since I've seen a performance or been part of a performance. So it's a little nostalgic, but also like sad.
Mhm.
Aw. It's got to be a lot of energy.
How does Dimble react to amazing power ballad concert?
I think the intricacies of something being like the best performance he's ever heard is a little lost on Dimble.
Like, man, that is
He's just like, oh,
that's a lot of noise. Huh?
music. Yeah.
Hmm.
Might consider reaching for his earplugs, but no. It's very distracting.
How many people are we talking about in the crowd? Are we talking about like hundreds? Are we talking about like a couple thousand?
Just under 200 somewhere.
Oh, so a smaller crowd than I was imagining. Okay.
It's a swanky place. Tickets are expensive.
Gotcha. All right.
A lot of the pricier seating is like the second and third floor where you get the full view.
I'm looking for anything suspicious, but I'm also just kind of bobbing the head.
And you don't really get a whole lot. They make it through their first song and people are cheering and yelling. Stennel, you see that one glowing whatever out there just bobbing back and forth with the music.
I'll bob with that one lone star out there.
Give me one more perception roll, Stennel.
That's another 14.
Looking around a little bit more, you see that there's only a couple other neon glows in the crowd that now stand out a little bit more just because there are only a few more that are on the...
There's only a few more neon glowy outlined people.
There are only a few more neon glows
No.
that come from people's heads.
Oh.
Like crowns,
Do they...
like glowing flowery crowns.
Nobody read me that poem. So they just look like kind of headpieces. But do they look interesting? Do they look neat?
Yeah. Yeah, they're a little bit different color than most of the other glows. And they're a little bit dimmer.
What kind of color?
Well, like a purpley lavender glow.
Are they just enjoying the music?
Mhm.
Just jamming out, having a good time?
Mhm.
They belong here. This is where they belong. We all do.
I'm just thinking about the weird poem that I found. I don't know. It's like a mixture of like who knows what people have in their stuff, but also why would she keep super delicate flowers in a bag with her shoes? And plus, did what's his name? The guy that I knew, Hansel. Did he say that that stuff had only recently gone missing and stuff was being weird, like indicating it was surrounding Allure specifically, or okay. Huh. So I've been keeping an eye out, but I've been like, my brain keeps going back to, why would she have super delicate flowers in a bag with her shoes that had gone missing? And then like just try to think about like obsessive fans that I'd had in the past. And Okay. So do I see anybody else that has like, have I seen, because I know that Stennel might be seeing it, but have I seen anybody with like the matching flowers on them?
Roll
at
me
all?
a retroactive perception check.
Cool.
Ooh, sifting back through your memories.
Yeah.
It's now a retrowave retroactive live
Oh,
podcast.
shit.
That is a flat 15.
You think you remember seeing she was an older, rotund red tiefling with a big brimmed hat with some glowing purple flowers in it. And she was with a big gaggle of her friends.
Is Allure, since we both went to school at Mirage in Perth, is this like a symbol of hers that she uses at all, like that people would be using?
Just a flower that's mostly around the college, because the college is seaside.
Okay.
And the gardens there really pride themselves on it.
Okay. I'm going to message each one of you guys and just ask if you've seen anybody with the purple flowers, like small purple lily neon flowers. The Siren song, Siren's Breath. Ask if you've seen anybody with that kind of stuff on them, holding it, wearing it. I'll start with Singer and then Stennel and then Dimble. I don't know why I keep wanting to add a W in there.
Did I see anything like that?
I will let you roll a retroactive perception check.
19.
Nice.
Most definitely. It was a very, very tall red female tiefling with her nose turned up in the air. And she looked like she was hounding some man to get her something.
Was it literally a lure?
I vaguely recall a very tall tiefling that was not very nice. I think that so far I haven't really met a lot of nice tieflings.
She had glowing flowers in like a hairpin.
Yep, she had a glowing flower and a hairpin. Why, should we be looking for that now instead of shoes?
Why were you guys looking for shoes at all? Yeah, I found the shoes. But there was a weird bouquet of flowers that are rare and usually aren't kept with shoes. And I find that suspicious. I message back. I'm trying to think. It's like 25 words or something super quick.
The concert's still going, raging. There's a long guitar solo and people are cheering. There's a couple pops and explosions.
Red tiefling. I'll message Stennel next. Like ask if he sees anybody wearing flowers or have that holding flowers, like the glowing flowers.
Are you mentioning the color?
Yes.
These scattered people that I've seen with their headpieces, do they look flowery shaped or do they look like circlets or is it just a glow? What
From
do I
where
see?
you are, like you see where it is on the body and that it's glowing. And 3 of them look circular. One of them is just kind of like it gives somebody the behind the head corona.
So I actually rolled a wisdom check just to see if Stennel would be able to like put these together and say it's worth mentioning. And it was a pretty good roll. Yeah, there's a few people out here jamming out. But they've got that kind of neon, 3 of them around their head and one just with the glow coming up the back of the head, but they stand out because there's not a lot of glowing people down on the bottom. Can I direct kind of where they are, where I see them?
There's one on the bottom in the general admission towards the middle and the back. There are 2 on the 2nd floor in the box seating. One's kind of in the middle on the left side and one's on the far right. And then between them on the 3rd floor is the last one.
All of that. And I probably run out of words.
Yeah, I'll message back and forth a couple times. Maybe we should keep an eye on them. Just a suspicion, I guess. And then I will message Dimble and asks, and I will ask if he sees anybody in the backstage area that might have the Siren's breath growing or glowing purple flowers at all.
I don't know how you guys think this is so loud, but I'll look.
Give me a perception roll.
18.
No to the
Lovely.
to the flowers, but you do see some people getting flirty while they're waiting for their cue. They're just kind of like standing there and like giggling and then bumping their hips.
Gross. No, nothing of note over here.
Okay.
But young love.
Yeah.
You get it? But young love? Because they're bumping butts?
No, stop that.
Gross.
Okay. I don't know. I just feel very nervous about the glowing flowers all of a sudden. Just, it's a very, I guess if it's a very rare thing to see up here, I don't know. I just feel nervous about it.
I'm gonna
Paranoid about
walk
it.
from my side over to Jewel, stand directly
Okay.
in front of her, although I know she can't see me, and be like, "Do you think that that's something we should be looking for?
Holy shit. What?
What what are we looking for? Are we looking for flowers now? Like, should we go and talk to these people?
Well, they're in the middle of like a crowd of at a concert. We should probably just keep an eye on if they try to get close to the stage or to allure, maybe. And I'll tell Singer what I found. I found the weird, rare flowers with her missing bag in a dark room by itself with all of her shoes.
That's
That's
odd.
weird. Yeah.
Do you think someone was going to sell the shoes for later? Maybe make a profit off of it? Bet they're stealing them.
But they left flowers and a note.
Oh, what was on that note?
I'll tell him. Is I spy drowning in renown, devilish grin with a flowery crown and a broken heart symbol on it. Does that mean anything? Is it an inside joke? It sounds like an inside information.
Do you think the broken heart means that they're sad for some reason?
Yeah, probably. That's generally what the broken heart means.
Maybe we should go look at those people's. Yep, we should go. I don't know. We're in the middle of a crowd. We should wait until the song stops for the break time. What'd you do with the bag?
I put it in her room.
Did you check it for traps?
What
Oh,
kind
shit.
of traps?
What?
What kind of traps would you put in a bag?
I don't know. It was out of a room and then you just brought it back into the room. That seems kind of.
Do you want to go check the bag, Singer?
Do you
Perhaps
want
not
to check it?
Yes.
I did open it and pull the flowers out and look at them.
I just, like, it's weird that it was hidden and then they put flowers in it and then you just brought it back. Like, what if it's poisoned?
They trapped the pumps.
What if you're poisoned?
Oh,
Ooh.
I guess I die now.
Do we get a retroactive con check?
I'll lead Invisible Singer to her door and go look at the bag, I guess, that I left in there.
So you see what I described. Exploded clothes everywhere.
Messy.
Oh, that's quite messy. Can we take a look at the bag, see if there's anything? Like, do clerics have detect magic? Hang on.
Vanessa has detect magic, or Jewel does. Vanessa isn't magical.
Yep, I do not have detect magic.
Oh no, I have detect thoughts.
Artificers do, but Dimble's elsewhere.
Maybe we should call Dimble in, like, just to make sure.
Rituals take 10 minutes.
But you don't have to cast everything as a ritual.
Yeah.
Could you call Dimble in here?
Yeah, I will send a message and ask him to come to the middle room on the far left side.
Okay.
And I'll tell Stennel
Waddle
that
my way
if
over there.
anybody with the blue or the purple, violet glowing flowers tries to get towards the stage, let us know. Even though he can't cast magic.
Just scamper down.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Is it always this loud in places like this?
Yes.
Gross.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, that whole conversation should have been like soft shouted.
Yeah.
We're not looking for shoes anymore.
I guess I was assuming the message was like in your head so you can do it. But now that we're standing in the room together, I'm a little bit shouty.
Yeah.
We can close the door to block off some of the sound.
Dimble, can you take a look at this and see if it has any sort of magical properties or is trapped in any way, shape, or form? And I take several steps away from the bag.
Dimble comes up and he starts pulling out random apparatus and waving them over and casts detect magic.
There is a very, very faint hint of scrying magic.
Well,
Divination.
some sort of divination magic on the case. Think someone's spying on her?
Do you think they're spying on us now? I look around.
What is your passive investigation, Dimble?
Passive investigation.
This would be just investigation plus 10, right?
Yeah.
15.
You notice that 2 right shoes are missing as you Rain Man it.
Sweet.
Lord.
That's awesome.
2 right shoes are gone. I don't know.
What?
Does she have 2 left feet?
No. Are they red shoes?
No, it's like a silver glittery one and then like a black leather.
I don't know. All the red shoes seem to be here.
Huh. Why would there be shoes missing?
Why wouldn't you take a pair?
Why would
Yeah,
you
why
take
would
them
you
at
take-
all?
I mean, that's fair, but if you're going to take some,
If you're going to take a pair, you would want, I mean, if you're going to take like a trophy, you would want a full pair so you could wear them. But if you're going to take 2 left shoes, why?
now we need to be looking for people with 2 left feet.
Is that a thing?
I don't
Wait,
know.
I thought the right shoes were missing. Is it the left shoes that are missing?
Semantics.
No, I just want to make sure. Are we looking for someone with 2 left feet or 2 right feet?
Either
2
way, I
left.
think they dance in circles.
Oh, so we should be finding people who dance in circles. That's a good. I like that. That's good thinking.
I'm sure there's lots of people who can't turn left.
Like Zoolander.
We do have a Hansel. He's so hot right now.
What's this thing about a crown of a flowery crown?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. What is that? Indeed.
These flowers are not made in a crown. That's for sure.
Are they poisonous flowers?
That's what Dimble was going to ask if on seeing the flowers, he recognizes any properties of them at all.
Very mildly. They'll give you the runs and a tummy ache.
Don't eat those.
I slowly
you?
take the petal away from my mouth.
Nice.
Okay. So what's the plan then? What do you think we should do?
Well, we could do our normal thing and start just talking to people insultingly until they give up what they're doing.
Which people?
Anyone
Everybody?
with glowy, flowery things. Although we should probably wait
Okay.
till... What is this? Is there a halftime or a break?
Sometimes there's like an intermission, depending on how long it goes. Would I know if Allure does like very long shows or not?
With Power Chord always does long shows and Power Chord always does encores. They're Warforged. They don't get tired.
Right.
There probably will be a 10-minute freshen up intermission at some point.
Yeah, because Power Chord goes on for so long because of the like unending energy that Warforged have. A lot of times, if you have a humanoid singer spotlighting with them, they will take an intermission so the singer can catch your breath and freshen up a bit.
So maybe at intermission then we go and we investigate some of those people. I don't even know actually why we're doing this. Nothing really bad has happened. I haven't seen anyone suspiciously doing anything, and we found her shoes. So this is like a mission accomplished.
Well, we found some of her shoes.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
we
there's
found the
some
ones she was
missing.
looking for. So we should just get paid.
We weren't hired to find her shoes.
Stennel,
Oh,
you hear a muffled scream and then bone hit metal. And a crunch.
Do I hear this up in the rafters?
Yes, it is directly behind you and below you.
Oh shit! So I was trying to share my flask with the guy who was up there with all the glitter. But I'll turn around and see what's harshed my buzz here.
When you turn around, there are 9 different people in the catwalks hugging the back railing, looking over the edge, and you can see one person has fallen head first and is not moving. And a couple people are rushing to them.
Do they look like they're part of the show?
Yeah, they're in the black bodysuit.
But the one who's fallen has fallen, what, like 15 feet, 30 feet? How
30
far?
feet. Head first.
I'm going to jump.
You're going to jump 45 feet or 30 feet?
I'm going to
Jesus.
try and get down as quickly as possible.
Okay.
Can Stennel make the jump? I don't know what falling
He t-
damage is in this game, but I feel
I
like
think
Stennel
after
would
the
try.
first 10 feet, you take 1d6 for every 10
Yeah, you'll
feet
take
that you fall,
3d6.
right?
It's like taking
Oh.
3 short sword hits.
Yeah, I'll jump.
Okay.
She
Jesus.
needs help.
Break your shin bones.
Tuck and roll.
Or because you're so small, is it like when a spider falls a really far bit?
I got a low terminal velocity.
Yeah.
It's the badger cloak. Just
Leap and people gasp and you hear a loud audible no, and you fly over 2 catwalks and superhero land pretty close to the body that fell over the railing. You take 9 points of falling damage.
Okay, I wasn't sure if you did the math or me. Quick question. Am I now on stage?
No, backwards.
Okay, so this is backstage.
Yes. It's in the alleyway.
So I'm gonna take that damage, and I'm gonna immediately check on this person who fell. How is she?
She is unconscious and bleeding a lot.
I have a healing potion that is on me, and I'm going to give it to her.
Do you want to check for a pulse?
Yeah. Stennel would definitely know what that is.
Roll me a medicine check.
Heck,
And there's people huddling around you.
it's 10.
10. You do not feel a pulse.
I'm not very proficient at this. I am going to still try and pour the healing potion into her.
And people are like trying to figure out and panicking what to do. And then somebody yells, "You go get a medic. You quit missing your cue. Fog now. Glitter now." Like quiet shouting.
It's gonna be okay. I'm gonna open her mouth and put in a potion. I'm gonna take out a potion here.
Okay.
I don't know if you want me to roll any actual healing. I don't know if she's actually drinking it. Right.
Force a potion down her throat and nothing happens. It just kind of spills out of her mouth.
Joel.
Hear that?
I need Joel.
Perception?
I'm gonna run towards the ladies section.
Okay.
11.
Yeah, nothing over everything else. But Stennel, you get there.
Burst into just the first room I find, and it's probably the toilets. And then I'll burst into the next room, and it's probably the dressing room. So.
Yeah, well, I think, oh no, you guys closed the door.
Well, I burst against it.
We didn't lock it, so.
Then I burst through it.
And you see your friend staring at a suitcase full of shoes.
There's a listen, hurt lady. Come on, she fell.
What?
Fuck, Jewel.
okay.
Come on, come on.
I'll follow Stennel.
I follow Stennel too.
I will follow Stennel 3.
I just want to
I
point out
run.
that a child can find a pulse, and a 10 is an average roll.
Okay.
You're pretty sure she's dead.
Yeah, but for how many turns? Look, just let me do this. I have to try.
Okay. So, Stennel, you lead the group to the body. There are a couple people trying to make like a makeshift stretcher. And there's somebody else yelling for somebody to go look for a doctor and then barking orders.
Pardon me. Excuse me. Pardon me. Cleric here. Let me take a look.
Yeah, I'll kneel on one side and Singer can kneel on the other.
Okay.
medicine check.
With advantage.
20.
Yeah, she real dead.
I take a small vial of seawater and I put a little droplet on each eye and close her eyes and say, Zalia, keep you.
Are you baptizing dead people in your god again?
Yes.
If they won't
Singer.
join her in life, they'll join her in death.
Post-mortem conversion.
Sounds right. Sounds right. It's on brand.
And you get a couple weird looks, but it's not that weird considering the crowd.
I'm sorry, Stennel. I know this person meant so much to you, but she's passed.
I don't know how I'll live with the guilt.
Did she fall? Was she pushed? What happened?
And I point upwards because there were a bunch of people on the rafters up there. Are they still there?
Yeah, and they just went back to work. There's a couple of people like nervously looking back, like worriedly, but for the most part, they're trying to get back on their cues, heaving people on wires.
I don't know how. Why was she not tied to something?
Was she
kinda
wearing
shook.
2 left shoes and trip?
No, she's just in a black bodysuit.
That's weird.
Life is mysterious. Like 1 minute you could be in a black bodysuit at a crazy loud concert, and the next minute you could be dead with seawater on your eyes. It's a strange world.
You can take the body now.
While we're down here, is there anything weird going on?
I
I mean,
mean,
besides the dead person.
yeah, nothing besides the dead person. The show must go on.
Jewel, is this ordinary? Is this outside the ordinary?
This is definitely outside the ordinary.
So do you think someone pushed her? Or
If you're up in the catwalk, you're usually pretty well trained to stay on the catwalk.
and then the next question would be why? Why this person? Why would they push this person?
Is she wearing purple flowers?
No.
I didn't hear there wasn't like a scuffle or anything. She didn't say like, "Hey, watch it." She just hit the ground. She didn't even scream. She's a professional to the end.
What's on that catwalk up there? What do they do? Do they like move stuff, or do they just look over the stage, or what's up there?
A lot of them are low-level mages that are casting dancing lights or illusions or fog cloud or gust of wind, whatever other stage effects. Some of them are doing more traditional stage effects like glitter cannons and like dry ice rolling, traditional sound effects like rolling thunder with like the giant sheet of metal. And then they have like aerial dancers on wires that are flying around in like fairy costumes or whatever else fits the song, and teams to hoist them. And then they have stage props like going up and down in the background. For one song, they'll have like a giant sun come down, and then they'll cast a light spell behind it to make it shine.
That's all really cool.
Yeah, it's great performing here. It's a world-class theater.
With world-class respect for the dead.
Excuse me, one of you people nearby. What was this person's job duties?
She was on light duty, I think.
Light duty.
So she controlled the lights?
Some of them.
Which ones?
Which ones?
And then who are you? I don't know you.
We're with a guild.
Oh.
Hansel hired us.
Not doing a very good job.
You want to fight about it?
You don't
No.
even know what
Thanks.
it is we're supposed to be doing. And also, which lights?
I mean, there's like 8 people up there doing different lights.
Which ones did she do?
The pink ones. Does that matter?
Maybe. Why would you kill somebody working the pink lights?
Yes, sir. Why would you kill somebody doing that?
I just work here, man.
Well, you're not doing a very good job.
Ooh.
I'm
Dimble told him.
getting a stretcher.
I'm going to look out on the stage.
They're the 3 Warforged out there just killing it on the instruments, and Allure is just going and going and going. What are you looking for?
Anybody weird? I'm also looking for a lack of the pink lights. Like, is it doing it? I feel like Jewel would know what to look for, but like, is the lack of pink lights doing anything, or was it just a coincidence?
Now,
Happenstance?
someone's already filled in doing double
Okay.
duty.
But there's not anybody like weird lurking on the edges of the stage or like on the other side of the backstage or where we are looking at. Like, there's nobody suspicious.
No, everybody looks like they're actively involved with something.
If I look up at the rafters, does everybody look like they're also engaged?
2 people at the very top that are managing the pulley systems and then kind of directing who goes where, like at the top above everything.
I'll turn back to the group and shrug and be like, I don't know what we're looking for here.
Well, this person maybe just tripped and fell, and maybe that's a part of the weirdness that's going on. Maybe this place is just bad luck.
No, I've performed here dozens of times.
Well, okay.
Why wouldn't you make a noise if you're falling 30 feet? Or 40 feet?
I mean, maybe she did make a noise and no one heard it.
Maybe she was already dead.
GM, was she already dead when I did the medication check or medicine check?
She was dead when Stennel checked her.
But she didn't have any other obvious signs of like slashed throat or...
No, she had a fractured head.
Okay.
And brain damage and probably spine damage.
Well, I mean, if she was already dead, then someone broke her head first and then threw her over the side and broke her head again.
Seems a little like
unlikely.
extra work.
And somebody that was up there would have noticed somebody carrying a body to throw over.
I'd like to peek around the corner and see if I can look out over the crowd from somewhere.
The lights on the stage go dark and then a spotlight pops on Allure, and then she goes into like this really powerful vocal solo with minimal backup that's just really showcasing her range. And then you peek around the corner and look for what?
Well, now I'm like, I was jamming out with the crowd, but now I'm like suspicious and a little hurt and angry. So now I'm just looking at the crowd, looking for a reason to be suspicious. Looking for a reason to be angry.
It's pretty much what you saw already.
Insight checking the crowd.
Nobody's changed position. Nobody's done weird
No.
stuff. I got my eye on you, crowd of 200.
I'm going to go ahead and climb up onto the catwalk and see if I can see where the deed was done and if there's anything suspicious up there. Dimble, can you help me? Maybe you can look around as well.
Absolutely.
Okay, investigation check from both of you, unless Singer's trained.
I'm just going to assist Dimble in the investigation check.
You got to be trained.
To help or to be the one helped?
To
help.
Give advantage.
Okay. Are you trained?
Nope, then I'll just roll it.
I mean, I can also just roll it. I have a +5. So
Yeah, go ahead.
21.
Second catwalk, the 30 feet up, the rail feels a little loose. Like this thing seemed really well bolted together, but it looks like somebody was hanging off it, and it kind of made it a little rocky in one section.
Is that section near the pink lights?
I mean, the pink lights are all over and were all over. It was an illusion. It wasn't an actual light.
Oh, gotcha. I don't know. This section of the catwalk looks all messed up now.
Check the rivets or screws or whatever holds the place together.
As our heroes look for the finer details in a crime scene in the back of Prominence, will they find what's really going on behind the scenes with Allure's stalker? We'll find out next time on Total Party Guild. Until then, bye. Party,
Party
on.
on.
Party on.
Remember to send us your memes and dice pics on Twitter and Instagram at Total Party Guild or #Topagu. And join our Facebook page, facebook.com/TotalPartyGuild. We have a modest website, TotalPartyGuild.com, where we are setting up a wiki, our blog and info on the cast, interviews with the characters, and details about the continent of Arosa.
Be sure to rate and review us on your podcast platform of choice. It's especially important to get us seen and promoted. If you love it, others might too. A guild of many defeats more monsters.
Party on.